So a few weeks ago I asked you guys on my stories to pick my makeup for me, and that's what we are going to do today. So let's get started. I've already moisturized my face. So first step is primer. So I asked you between the MAC one and the Color Bar one, and almost 330 of you answered the MAC. So the twist here was just to use the products, one product which So the twist here was to use one product which I like and one which I not so really like or not so really prefer right now. And I've been loving the MAC ones, and the Color Bar ones is great, but I prefer this one more better. So for the foundation, I gave you the option between the LA Girl and the Maybelline. Now I love both of them. Although the twist here is the Maybelline one is almost out, and 400 of you voted for the Maybelline one. So let's go. I'm not gonna lie, this has been my favorite foundation over the past few years, and I've used 4 bottles of this. This is the 4th one. So for the concealer, I asked you guys between the LA Girl one and the other one, the cream one, which I forgot the name of. But luckily 500 of you voted for the LA Girl one, which is so great. So I'm happy. For my powders, I asked you guys to choose between the K Beauty loose powders or the Maybelline one, and 450 of you voted for the trusty Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. Honestly, I love both of them, but in the K Beauty one I picked the translucent one, which I don't really wear translucent powders. So yeah, let's go. So for my eyeshadow palette, I gave you the option of the James Charles Murphy palette or the Hilary Rhoda Swiss Beauty palette, and so many of you, literally 370 of you guys voted for the James Charles Murphy palette. I am so happy because that is one of my most favorite palettes ever. Although there is a slight problem. What problem you will know soon because of the products which you guys chose. So now I was planning on doing like a bang on out there makeup look, and now I cannot. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to take the shade Mary and just blend it on my crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Literally, which is right besides Mary, and I'm going to use it on my lid. This is like a orangish reddish shimmer. Look at that. Oh wow, it's been a while since I haven't used this color. Now I'm gonna take again very little bit of this red shade, which is called Rusted, and I'm gonna slightly put it on my outer corner and just blend it in using this purple shade, which is called Artistry. This purple, which is my absolute favorite purple shade from the entire palette. This is the one. I'm going to take this and apply it on my inner corner. Now this shade is, I don't know what is up with this shade. It doesn't really show off until and unless you use a lot of it. So I am going to keep applying until and unless it shows off. I am also going to spray a little bit of the Max Fix Plus on the brush so that the color gets picked up quite easily. So the purples are very hard to build up, and I think that's one of the reasons why it does take a little while to show off on your eyes. Now I'm taking an angled brush and using the same color red which I used on my lid, on my lower lash line, and then again the shade Mary, which I used to crease on my outer lower lash line, if you get it. Now that is my one eye done, and I will be back by completing the next one. Okay, so for the highlighters, I asked you to pick between the Maybelline Master Chrome one or the Wet n Wild Ombre highlighter, and I am so happy that 500 of you guys picked the Maybelline Master Chrome one. Now the problem with the Wet n Wild one was that it's great, but it's not that pigmented and you have to really build it up. So you can clearly see how much I have loved the Maybelline one. I have broken it. It is shattered into pieces, but I am still using it. Now that's a sign of a favorite product. So now I asked you for the lipstick. Now this is where it gets tricky. So I asked you between the Wet n Wild matte liquid lipstick. That shade is very muted tone, but similarly opposite that, I asked you guys to pick against the Maybelline Superstay matte one, and you guys, 400 of you picked the Maybelline one, and almost 200 of you picked the Wet n Wild one. Now the reason why I wanted Wet n Wild to be the winner was because it is a nudie, mauvish, muted tone, and I can do any colorful look and it would look great. But with this is a very loud lipstick, and it restricted me to do a muted but yet still a colorful look. So let's see how the look turns out. I am hoping and praying that the look comes together, because for such a gorgeous shade, this is a beautiful shade, but I'm still scared. I still feel like it's a good look. Are the eyes clashing? I tried to make it as colorful and as gorgeous as possible. I do really love the eyes and the lips, but however I really would have liked it if it was more muted. Although I can do that. I'm just gonna take a larger buffing brush and dip it into the loose powder and just pat it in. It's still fine. It's still fine. However, I still wish it was a bit more muted. Okay guys, so that was my Instagram followers pick my makeup look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what do you think in the comments how I did. Do you love the eye look? Do you love the lips? What could have changed? Let me know everything in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I upload videos every single week, so make sure you're subscribed. Please like this so I know I should create more challenges like this, and I will see you next time. Till then, bye.